prancing horse
That's a good question, Baracca.
I think it was Baracca. And after he died, his parents went to see Enzo Ferrari.
That's right, yeah, who said that this...
Would they have this symbol? It was
well,
his
he
symbol.
crashed and died, and then they said, look, you're a good driver, Enzo, but he wasn't Ferrari then, he was running Scuderia Ferrari, but he was running Alfa Romeos, HCs and Monzas. But that was the mascot painted on the side of Baracca's aircraft.
His biplane, that's right, yeah. So we're going to bring this through. We'll go just off the edge of the stage again because we've got a very nice Porsche Carrera coming up. So if you could just take it a little bit further, that would be great. Thank you very much. So let's just park that there. And we've got, is this the 1973 car?
2.8 RSR, yeah.
So let's start talking about this one, Peter. This is a gorgeous motor car.
California Spider. There is actually a later model California Spider, the 365 in the Concours. So if you have a chance to look at that, ladies and gentlemen, both wear the same name, but these cars were mainly built for the US market. They wanted a convertible Ferrari for that side of the world, and the example we have here is a 1962 California Spider, short wheelbase. It's in its original colours. It comes. Thanks for bringing it.
Let the California Spider lead off. Thank you very much for bringing these two astonishing cars.
She's cleared her throat there.
But I mean, the target Florida, what a rugged place that is. That's coming back to our eyes. So Peter, we've got a couple of cars, as you say, the collector has brought an extensive and eclectic mix of motor cars, mainly younger cars. They range from 1962 up to 2025. We've got a couple of wonderful motor cars here.
If you'd like to go just past, I think we're going to bring both cars up together, actually. So thank you. So yeah, Richard, as you say, first off, while we wait for the other car to arrive, we've got this 2015 Porsche 918 Spider. It's the Weissach edition. It's one of only 3 cars in this fantastic paint to sample Mexico blue. Only 3 exist in the world, and there are only in fact 11 Weissach examples of the 918 Spider registered in the UK. 600 horsepower, 2 electric motors, giving a total of 872 horsepower in total. You know, this is one of the
288 GTO. This is proper analog driving from the early 80s, whereas with that 2015, it's already 10 years old, but it's one of only 11 Weissach cars currently registered in the UK. It's got this 4.6 litre V8, naturally aspirated engine with 2 electric motors, which together give it 872 brake horsepower. That's a proper serious motor car.
Yeah, and from a sort of collector's point of view,
2025. And I would remind you that this is not judged by an independent panel of judges. This is voted for by all of the entrants. So every entrant gets to vote for the best of each decade or class award, and also for the best of show. And this elegant motor car, ladies and gentlemen, was voted for, and this is our best of show 2025. Please welcome the 1926 Rolls-Royce Phantom 1, the Phantom of Love, brought to us by Michael Dacre. Many congratulations, Michael. Here he is. What an astonishing motor car, ladies and gentlemen. A deserved winner, best of show, voted for by your peers, Michael. Not by judges, by your peers.
Well, they give the trophy, Richard, presented by Wilhelm Schmidt and James Fitzward, who's CEO of Thor Events.
2025. So It's 99 years old, and this one is Concours.
It's just wonderful, just absolutely wonderful. I love the enthusiasm. What we'd like to do, I think, Richard, is we are going to move on to the Decade Awards, and we have a number to get through. But
Packard model 48 Phaeton, brought to us by John Bentley. Tell us about it, Peter. What's this?
Well, this is the, as you say, it's the Model 48. It's the first six-cylinder Packard. It's the flagship in the range, powered by a Leviathan 8.6-litre T-head inline six, producing 74 brake horsepower. It's a three-speed transmission, and this example has history from before World War II and was rediscovered in California in the 1940s. It's been at major... Congratulations. And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, is the 1914 Bugatti Type 13 8-valve, presented by Walter Heel. Many congratulations. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
As you know, Italian-born engineer Ettore Bugatti had learned his trade with Dietrich, Mattis and Deutz before setting up his own factory in 1910 at Molsheim in Alsace. Well done, Walter. Thank you very much.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Congratulations to the two
Oily
winners.
rag Bugatti, I think he described that as himself.
And now it's very, very rare 1926 Rally Grand Sport Type S, brought to us by David Foster. But actually it's not, because David doesn't fit in it. So tell us about this.
I love this. I absolutely love this. I mean, I've never seen one before, I have to say. It's the only surviving Type S. And it's one of just 4 to 5 rally cars known worldwide. 7-year restoration.
David. Well done, David.
Congratulations, David. Well done. And
second place.
The second place is the 1929 Bentley 4.5-litre drop-head coupe, presented by David Morris. A well-driven car.
Wonderful. Bentley 4.5-litre drop-head 3-position coupe. Second prize winner in the 1920s. David, well done. Thank you very much.
And David covers many, many, many miles in that motor car.
And the winner, Peter, of the 1920s category, this gorgeous 1924 Hispano-Suiza H6C Boulogne short chassis saloon, brought to us by Simon Kidston, the winner of the 1920s category. And ladies and gentlemen, we were able to confide in Simon yesterday evening when he was presented with the Spirit of Motoring Award for his outstanding support for this concourse over the years and for being an all-round. Congratulations. And I hope you got the Spirit of Motoring bowl full of fruit already back home. So congratulations. So there you go, winner of the 1920s decade, the 1924 Hispano-Suiza H6C Boulogne short chassis saloon, Simon Kidston, with the tired and exhausted and happy restorers inside it. Oh yes. I thought you knocked the bloody thing off when I heard that. Get out of it. And we move on to the 1930s category.
That's right, we have third place in the 1930s category, and it's the 1932 Aston Martin LM8 with Mark Fisher, and who's stolen somebody's wife, who's
my
busy on the
wife.
Microphone.
He's got my wife in the car.
Well done.
I know him. And second place in the 1930s category is the 1936 Delahaye 135 M Roadster, brought to us from the Pearl Collection by its custodian, Mr. Fritz Burkhardt, and Simon, who is quietly holding the steering wheel at the bottom to make sure it goes in the right direction. So second place in the 1930s category. Well done, Fritz. So Fritz, who was the winner of the Spirit of Motoring Award last year, the winner of the Concours the year before, the same year, and so's the car.
And the winner, ladies and gentlemen, in the 1930s category is the 1939 Lagonda V12 Rapide drop-head coupe by James Young, and presented, owned by Stephen and Kimmy Brow, presented by Martin and Sandra Button. Well done, thank you.
So what's in the name? Well, V12 Rapide says it all. This patriotic British marque was in fact founded by an American, Walter Gunn, and the name was got in 2018. So it's nice that it's got the chairman of Pebble Beach driving it around. So we'll move on to the 1940s. And in third place, we have the 1949 Aston Martin 2-litre Sport, brought to us by Martin
On
Shelbourne.
24 hours, and the present owner looks like he's off there now. Well done.
And in
Congratulations.
second place is this 1947 Delahaye 135 MS Roadster, brought to us by Raphael Pueche. What a wonderful motor car, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful car. Raphael, another great supporter of the Concours here at Hampton.
Good example with bodywork by Le Tournier Marchand, the master Parisian carrosserie founded in 1905. And the winner is the 1940 Bugatti Type 57 Athlon with Mark and Rosie Lowther. Many congratulations, matching waistcoat to that wonderful Art Deco interior.
Well, what a wonderful car. The Jean Bugatti Design 57 Atalante, combined Art Deco, winner of the 1940s class. And we now
Move on to the 50s.
move on to the 50s.
When you were a young man, Richard, bopping around.
And another Cal Spider.
Yeah.
No, the silver one. Oh, is it?
So 1950s we go on to now. The third place is the 1956 AC Ace Bristol, beautiful motor car, brought just by Philip Highlander, but it's not. And so this is third place in the 1950s.
Congratulations, Philip.
What a great car.
Sea Cobra. This particular example was raced in history and is apparently considered the most Aston Martin DB3S Coupe. This is the 1950s second place award, and it's presented by the Honourable Sir Michael Kadori. Great car connoisseur. Great to have you with us, sir. Well driven, Neil. Tell us about the car, Richard. The winner of the 1950s category is, following on now, it's the 1957 BMW 507, presented by Thierry Half. He's not driving it, it's a representative driving it. Well driven, good to see you. It was Jessica yesterday. You're not Jessica, I know that. Are you what?
The 1950s decade, this wonderful 1957 BMW 507, brought to us
Thank you,
by
Giorgio.
Giorgio on behalf of Thierry Half. So we're getting younger. We move to the 1960s, and third place in the 1960s decade is the 1966 Ferrari 330 GTC, brought to us by Christy Chilton Hunt. What a gorgeous motor car. Stop there, Chilton. You'll get in trouble with James if you don't, Christy, so
So it was
stop
launched
there.
in 1966, bridging a 330 GT. Enjoy the afternoon.
I'm sorry, are you oversharing?
I was with other people.
Oh,
don't worry.
good. I'm
I was
glad
with
to
her
hear that.
parents.
I was worried then. She looks such a nice lady. Anyway, the 1961 Gear L 6.4 Coupe is the second place winner in the 1960s category, brought to us by Christian Harm. What a different motor car. Well done to those who voted for this. It's going to fill the whole stand. Keep it.
Roads were longer in the US. And Rat Pack, Peter Lawford, as well as Lucille Ball. So, obviously, the choice of A-list celebrities.
So the winner, ladies and gentlemen, of the 1960s category is this beautiful 1962 Ferrari 250 GT California Spider. It's come to us from the 2025 Collector's Collection. There's 14 wonderful motor cars up the avenue.
Pushing for another bid. It made a world record price, over 8 million euros. And he said, will you bid again, sir? And Chris held up. He said, I need another bid. He said, have another bid and I'll buy you a case. And it was just a wonderful line.
Did he paint it white?
And he bought it. No, he didn't. It's but it's black.
Pleased to hear it.
Black.
Okay, so we move now on to the So we're now into the 1970s. Oh, getting more familiar to me. So in third place, we have this very unusual motor car, the 1973 Ligier J. Not coming up. It's the 1973 Porsche 911 Carrera 2.8 RSR. We saw it earlier, and he was coughing and banging a bit, so it's not coming up. But
They
it's
don't
from
like sitting still, do
from
they?
the 2025 Collector's Collection, the 911 Carrera 2.8 RSR from 1973 is second place in the 70s. But the winner is this 1972 Iso Grifo Series 2, brought to us by Albert Hitchcock. Albert, good
Well
to
done,
see
mate.
you.
Congratulations.
As you know, it is.
Oh, you were so good for a little while.
Oh. Right, so that's the 1970s. What a great lineup. We've got some astonishing Wilhelm.
Very, very good people here. and a lot of passionate people that like to come here. I think the level of passionate people that you find around Hampton Court right now is probably the highest in the world, if I may say so.
I wouldn't disagree.
Well, I think what you don't realise, Wilhelm, the number of times in steering committees meetings they
Would it be
say,
nice to hear key sponsor?
you're going to tell us about this, Richard, but
I
I'm
am.
going to tell you what it is, because it's the third place in the 1980s class, and it's the 1980 BMW M1 from Mr. Tim Hignett.
The coveted BMW M1 was the first standalone M model. It's a sporty mid-engine configuration with a much-loved Giugiaro design. The Paul Roche M88-1 straight-six motor, pumping out 1980s decade. Well done. One owner car. And second in this category is the 1984 Ferrari 288 GTO, one of the cars in the 2025 Collector's Collection. An amazing car, Peter.
It's one of only 72 cars produced between 1984 and 1987. Vents in the back. GTO standing for Gran Turismo Omologato, the only other car to carry this name until recent times, following the 250 GTO, one of those absolutely legendary cars worth tens of millions. And the winner, great friends of the Concours.
Woo-hoo.
We had great fun with them at lunchtime, and then we had to leave before we couldn't speak anymore. But it's the 1988 Aston Martin V8 Vantage Volante, Prince of Wales.
See you later. See you later. Beautiful car.
Well, Richard, we are waiting for the future classics. They're clearly coming one day in the future. Well, there's only car. You take it to visit Villa d'Este, show your finest and your latest models, and now the concept is really the same in looking at future classics.
Yeah, you're right. You know, in those days, all concourses were current cars. They were new cars or recently built cars, and people were showing off and sharing their passion for their coach-built cars. And you mentioned Pebble Beach. I mean, Pebble Beach started up 75 or 74 years ago with the 17-mile drive races, and the race cars raced, and then they parked up, and they were the concourse. So they were all current cars.
And in third place in the future classics is the 2007 Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren Coupe 722.
Unique components, including carbon ceramic brakes. What a wonderful motor car. It is a future classic, and it's come third place in the future classics class. And second in this class, you can talk about this, Peter, is this amazing 2025 Ferrari SP3 Daytona Carbon, brought to us from the 2025 Collector's Stable, the SP3 Daytona Carbon. So
well, these special editions from Ferrari are simply sensational. They are highly bespoke. The Daytona, I have to say, the SP3 Daytona, named after Ferrari's 1, 2, 3, 4 finish at the 24 Hours of Daytona in 1967 with the 330 P4s. Thank you to the Collector for sharing this with us, because personally it's the first time I've seen it, so it's good enough for me.
And would you like to announce the winner of the Future Classics class?
I would indeed, Richard. The winner is the 1994 Bugatti EB110 America Progetto 33.
The Ettore Bugatti pioneered the hypercar era with the world's first carbon fibre monocoque and permanent four-wheel drive in a production car. Originally, the car's styling came from the pen of Marcello Gandini, famous for his work on the Lamborghini Miura, the Countach. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is a tradition at Concours d'Elegance that if a motor car, a classic motor car owned by a manufacturer, is shown, then it's not judged, because it's felt to be unfair. Because if a manufacturer wins, then the private owners are concerned, and if it doesn't win, the manufacturer is astonishing 1930 Bentley 8-litre Wayman Saloon, brought to us by Mike Sayre, who runs the Heritage Collection at Bentley Motors. And to tell you a bit about this, there were 100 8-litres built.
By Nigel Mansell. It has a V12 naturally aspirated motor, but it also was the test car for the semi-automatic gearbox that went on, and Nigel Mansell, in fact, Il Leone had his very first victory in his very first race at the Brazilian Grand Prix for Ferrari in 19...
Astonishing 1956 Maserati 250F brought to you by Brad Baker, all the way from Canada.
This, ladies and gentlemen, not only was it David Goodin and Goodin Christie's choice as their particular celebrated car, Brad Baker seasons. Imagine that today, the car that was built for this year. Well done, Brad. Many congratulations. Thank you. What a great winner that is. Road and track car. The 212 was built in two versions, and the road going Inter was used for road use and the export for competition use. Thus they had even numbered chassis, only 27.
The winner of the Ferrari class, ladies and gentlemen, was the 1990 Ferrari F40LM, a very rare motor car, part of the 2020. Beautiful, well-driven Jaguar D-Type from 1955, brought to us by Philip Bayet.
And I'm going to be as bold as to say this is in my top 5 cars that I would like to own myself. A 1955 D-Type, of course, built with one purpose in mind, and that was to race, but not just to race anywhere. It was built to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And it did.
On everybody's bucket list. Thanks, Philip.
And the second place in the sports racer category is another car, great favourite of mine, 1953 Ferrari 250 Mille Miglia Vignale Spider Series 2, presented by Johan van Poevels.
So Ferrari's 250 series started early in their history, the 250 coming from the total capacity of 3,000cc divided by 12, and the occupants look great. Good to see you.
And look at those portholes, typical features. Oh, listen to that. And the winner in the sports racing category for the 1950s, a car we've seen very recently, but a well-deserved winner. It's the 1955 Aston Martin DB3S Coupe, presented by the Honourable Sir Michael Kadori.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that
photo of you taking a photo.
Boys, you want a bag? Take a bag.